Yo, today's video is sponsored by absolutely no product whatsoever. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, hello, I'm Jaymuse and welcome to today's video, or should I say tonight's video, because it is currently dark, okay? So I noticed my channel was getting a little repetitive, so I thought, you know what, let's change it up. So today we're gonna do a little story time, you know? I'm gonna tell you a story. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the meat of the video now, so like the video and don't forget to subscribe, please. They're holding me against my will. Okay, today's story is about a guy that I knew throughout my school life. We'll call him Earl. And my earliest memory of Earl goes way back to my elementary years. And I want to say it was probably around 3rd or 4th grade that I met this guy. And even in my little child brain, I could definitely tell this kid was a very disturbed individual. I mean, my earliest memory of this kid is of him stapling his hand in the middle of class to prove how tough he is. There wasn't a single person in this class that dared him to do this. He just decided that that's what he needed to do. So yeah, he was all about getting people's attention, and he didn't care how he did it. It just had to get people's attention. And there were several odd instances that kind of popped out throughout my school life, and it always revolved around this kid, every time. And because he was always seeking attention, the cooler kids in school definitely took advantage of this, just for the memes and shit. So like, I remember there was a time that they dared him to like go into the boys' restroom and whatnot, and just take a shit right in the sink. Like, and he actually did it. Like, he legit got butt-ass naked and squeezed out a juicy one right in the sink and everything. And you know, he got caught. Of course, this kid never got away with anything, ever. This kid lived in detention. I mean, if you're gonna do something stupid, at least have some finesse about it, you know? Try not to get caught. So yeah, as I went on through school, hating every second of it, there was always this little incident that went on that everybody was talking about that would, in a way, kind of help to distract us from the troubles of schoolwork and boring-ass teachers and shit like that. So yeah, he got people's attention for sure, but you know, at what expense? And everything started off harmless enough. I mean, just stupid stuff like that going on, you know, nothing that would alarm someone too much, more just kind of funny shit. Aside from him hurting himself, that wasn't really funny. So yeah, fast forward to like the middle school years, and people weren't really talking about him as much. They weren't giving him as much attention just because it was getting a little old. And most kids were kind of growing out of that stuff and moving on to like the bigger and better things, I guess. But this kid, yeah, he aged a little differently. And because people were losing interest in his attention seeking, he decided to take his attention seeking to all new levels. The first example of this would be his announcement to everyone that he is a brony. And to anyone that's not familiar with what a brony is, it's a man who is a fan of the My Little Pony television program, and they, you know, they like the toys and merch. A lot of them take it a little too far with the fandom there, getting a little bit on the intimate side, if you know what I mean. And you know how I said he announced this? Well, I mean, it wasn't like he just told a few friends. No, he just decided to do it in the middle of lunch, on his table, like standing on his table, screaming it. He had the shirt on and everything, dude. So yeah, immediately after that, the principal comes out and takes him to his office, and we're all like, oh God, he's gonna get expelled or whatever, you know? Because at this point, he's like done so much. Well, yeah, he didn't get expelled. He ended up just getting suspended for like a week or something. I don't remember. Yeah, you would think that would be the end of it, but no, there's so much more. So fast forward like a few years into the future, and now we're in junior high, getting ready for high school and all that crap. And everybody's starting to change, you know? They're starting to figure out who they are, you know, what they want to do, maybe who they like, you know, stuff like that. And it was at this point that Earl decided that he now self-identifies as a werewolf. And you know, being who he is, he took it to a whole new freaking level and decided to build up his own little persona and all that crap.
Persona transformation!
Yeah, it was really cringe at the time. And how open he was about it was just, you know, nobody did that. It was obviously just so that he could get more attention, which I guess was working. People were talking about him, but like, why would you do this to yourself? But then I'm reminded of TikTok. So yeah, coming into high school, he eventually developed fully into that guy that nobody wants to be around. And thinking back, he reminds me of that guy from Full Metal Jacket. Like, he even looked like him too.
Hi, Joker.
Definitely creeps me out when I think back to it. And luckily he didn't like shoot up the school or anything crazy like that. But you know, whenever I think of this next story, I honestly think the sky's the limit for what this guy is capable of. I wouldn't put it past him. So yeah, it was our senior year of high school. We were getting ready for college and all that. And so we were taking our last rounds of the ACT, and I got unlucky and happened to be one of the people that was in the same class as him while taking the damn test. And I noticed something a little odd is he waited for everybody to sit down, and then he saw a spot right behind this girl that, you know, looked rather attractive, and he sat behind her. I didn't think too much of it. I was just kind of worried about taking the ACT. So as normal, the teacher hands out the test and then kind of goes over the policies and procedures of the test and all that. And about 15 minutes in, you know, the teacher's pacing around making sure that no one's cheating, and she catches something I don't think she'll ever be able to unsee. Mr. Earl was using his ACT papers to hide himself jerking off behind that girl. And naturally, the teacher freaking screams, scaring the shit out of everybody in the room. And before we knew it, there was a police officer escorting him off of the school grounds completely. Needless to say, we didn't see him again for the rest of the year. And I don't believe he ended up graduating because, yeah, he wasn't in the graduation ceremony either. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Mr. Earl. He was just a really weird kid and somebody that I had to kind of deal with while I was going through school and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video. And if you got this far, I really appreciate you for watching. Also, if you do like this kind of content, then consider subscribing and, you know, do all the other stuff that every YouTuber says on this platform. Other than that, I hope you have a good rest of the night. I hope you stay happy and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.